Good morning, it's Lisa with Lisa Heal Yourself, and today we are going to talk about burnout, specifically healing burnout. Are you burnt out from healing, from trying so hard to heal yourself? This is a serious issue when it comes to chronic illness, when it comes to chronic pain, when it comes to chronic fatigue, when it comes to any chronic mental or physical illness that we're dealing with, right? Anxiety, depression, whatever it is, physical fibromyalgia, physical symptoms and diseases and ailments and viruses. When we're dealing with something, Lyme disease, that is chronic and ongoing, and we've been trying really hard. We've been doing all the things that we think we need to do, all the right things. Healing is becomes a full-time job. We're doing everything, and it lasts months, it lasts years. We are burnt out from the effort of healing. So if you have healing burnout, I want you to watch this video and I want you to take in my words. All right, let's go. Healing burnout is real. And it's a problem. When you've been healing for a long time and you've really been working at healing yourself, we sort of buckle under the pressure of it, right? Mentally, physically, and emotionally, we make our condition worse. Our emotions are in high gear. We fall into hopelessness so much more easier because we've been trying and trying. The pressure is mounting. The pressure is so great. So it leads to physical, mental, and emotional breakdown. And if you haven't seen my video on physical, mental, and nervous breakdowns, you can go watch that. That's an issue all to itself. However, the exact thing that we want to do, which is heal ourselves, can be completely thwarted through overhealing practices, okay? And it can lead to healing burnout, which mentally, physically, and spiritually breaks us down and causes more symptoms, more pain, more emotional issues on top of your already physical or mental problem that you're dealing with. The problem with healing full-time is that life is also going on full-time. So not only are you working a full-time job with healing your body, doing protocols, trying to do your very best, because the stakes are high. When you're healing, when you're working on healing, the stakes are high. The stakes are your life. The stakes are your family's life. Right? So we put our all into it. So when you're going all in with healing and it becomes exhausting and tiring, you also have life going on at the same time. And when you have added stresses that come up in life, problems, children, finances, jobs, like whatever else is coming up for you, and it's adding to your physical symptoms. And one of the first things that we'll notice, one of the major problems that it brings is complete fatigue, complete burnout, complete overwhelm and exhaustion, okay? So if you're feeling completely exhausted and overwhelmed and like you're drowning and you're at the end of your rope, you're experiencing healing burnout. And so we need to take a breath and we need to solve this problem. We cannot go on like that. We're not helping ourselves. We first need to realize that the steps that we're taking to heal are actually taking us backwards. And that's a very hard thing to do because we are just trying as hard as we can. But sometimes the act of trying so hard is burning us out and leaving us with less capacity to actually heal. When we're trying to heal really hard, when we're trying to meet all our deadlines, when we're trying to get everything done, when we're fatigued, overwhelmed, exhausted, cranky, irritable, sad, feeling lonely, hopeless, when we're living with these feelings because we're trying and we're not getting anywhere, we're into burnout. And this burnout itself is not only stopping you from healing, but is helping you get sicker. It is making you get sicker. So how do we undo this mess? Well, the first thing we do is we just take a look at our life and our relationships and our responsibilities, and we just take a good long look and take anything off our plate that doesn't need to be there, okay? But this isn't coming because you need to pay the bills or you need to go to work or you need to take care of your kids or whatever. This is coming from the pressure you're putting on yourself to get it right, to do it perfectly, to do it better, to do it more. This is coming from internal conversations that you're having with your head, the worries about the future, the rumination on the past, the mind that doesn't shut off, right? It is expending your energy, your mind, the unkind words you're saying to yourselves, the self-judgment and criticisms that you're putting on yourself, things that you're worrying about. All of these things are self-imposed, self-induced, and you're exhausting yourself. You're exhausting your own mental energy, your own mental capacity, your emotional capacity, because you're not giving yourself a break, breathing room. So, like I said, the first thing that we need to do is just take responsibilities off our plate that aren't necessary. And the second thing that we need to do is stop and meditate and breathe every day. Build meditation, not just 20 minutes. Like if you are burnt out, build an hour of meditation into your day. Build a calm walk, not a fast-paced walk, not a brisk walk, not an exercise routine, a calming walk. Build rest, laying down, being still, early bedtimes. Build these into your life because you need them. If you haven't seen my video on how to get out of fight or flight and the things that you can do to turn your mind off, go watch that video. But that step 2 is just calming our body, going at a slower pace, thinking at a slower pace, talking at a slower pace, taking the worries and the ruminations out of our minds, right? If you haven't seen my video from yesterday about how to stop judging, how to stop worrying about what other people think of you, this is taking up so much space in your mind, so much draining you of so much energy. These types of things need to go, right? Because we're already burnt out. When it comes to healing itself, if your rules are too strict, loosen them. If the healing energy and the timeline and the protocol itself is difficult, overwhelming, challenging, you can't get enough done, right? I used to wake up in the morning and juice and do enemas and take my supplements and go for a walk and meditate and sleep, and like there was all these things that I put, like I was doing something from every single time until I went to bed in the name of healing. But that is burnout. It was actually causing the reverse effect. And so sometimes just taking everything off your plate and saying healing is just sitting. Healing is just being still. Healing is thinking positively. Healing is thinking nothing. Healing is accepting. Healing is letting go. Healing is the next time I'm hungry, I will just plan to put something nutritious in my body, right? Not thinking about it, planning your whole day around cooking and juicing and smoothies, and it's wearing you out. And the grocery shopping, just sometimes you need to say enough. It's enough. I'm enough. I'm okay. What I say to myself matters. What I think matters. How I feel matters. I want to feel good, right? To soothe yourself, to calm yourself, to talk loving to yourself, to accept yourself, to be patient with yourself, to have compassion for the tired girl who's burned out and has so much responsibility and so much, has the weight of the world literally on your shoulders, and your healing journey has become stressful and complicated and overwhelming and too much. When we're in this situation, we need to be compassionate and kind enough to ourselves to realize that we need a break from healing. We need a break from having to get it right, from having to get it perfect, from beating ourselves up that we're not doing it perfectly, that we're not doing a good enough job, that we'll have nobody to blame but ourselves if we don't put in 110% effort. Sometimes the 110% effort that you need to put in is to be still, is to take it off your plate. What if you put 110% effort into sitting, into doing nothing, into taking care of yourself, into thinking kind thoughts, into only saying nice words to yourself? What if you put 110% energy into self-love practices, self-care practices, into total and complete love and acceptance for yourself? If this is where you spent your energy, it would be renewing you and fulfilling you and filling you up instead of taking from you. So when you notice that what you're doing from healing is taking from you instead of giving to you, it's time to stop, to reevaluate, to let it go, right? So if you haven't seen my video on how to let go, please watch that. But again, if you know that something is stealing from you, taking from you, draining you, it is not the right healing practice at this point in your journey, and you need to be kind enough and loving enough to yourself to become aware, to notice it, and to stop it. If it's not joyful, filled with ease, love, if it doesn't give to you, it doesn't make you feel better, if it doesn't make you feel more at peace, more calm, more healthy, then it is the wrong thing to be doing. Okay, and we often get so caught up in our own goals and our own, but I said I would do this for 30 days, or I'm doing this thing for 60 days, and we want to meet our own expectations. We want to feel successful, because this healing, this business of healing, can be so hard when we're doing what we can and it's not working. So therefore we think if we double down on our efforts, we'll improve our chances, we'll improve our outcome. And that's just, unfortunately, I learned the very, very hard way on this. It's not true, and it's not going to heal you. And no matter how much you double down on your efforts, no matter how many things you add to your healing protocol, if it is draining you, overwhelming you, making you feel more isolated, more sad, more lonely, more frustrated, more irritated, more hopeless, whatever, if it's not giving to you, filling you up, making you feel loved, accepted, happy, moving you in the direction of actually healing, right? The process itself has to move you in the direction of healing. So we think it's like bodybuilding, and it's like the mentality of no pain, no gain. Like, I'll do all this hard stuff now and magically I'll get the outcome of the big muscles or the good body and I'll be healed. And that's not the case with healing. The process itself has to fill us, has to add to our lives, has to make us feel better, because healing is not an outcome. Healing is a process, and we forget that. We mistake healing to be an outcome. We mistake healing to be the result of a lot of hard work and an accumulation of a lot of hard work. And while there's some truth to that, it's a result mostly of a process of loving yourself, being kind to yourself, feeling healthy, embodying the healthy feeling, the loved feeling, embodying the feeling of health. And you don't embody the feeling of health by working so hard that you actually feel worse. You feel unhealthy and you're draining yourself. So it's something you can and shouldn't try different protocols, different things, and do things, but you must do them in a way that makes you feel like it's adding to you, makes you feel better for having done it, energizes you, fills you with more excitement, more love, more passion, more drive to do more. If it's not filling you with those things, you're not getting closer to healing. You are getting further away. Listen to your soul, listen to that little voice. When it says it's too much, it's too hard, it's too overwhelming, I can't do this any longer, it's telling you the truth. It's telling you this is not filling me, this is not healing me, this is not helping me, okay? This voice is telling you, okay? When you feel good about the protocols you're doing, you will feel more alive, you will feel more joyous, you'll feel lighter, you'll feel like you're moving in the right direction, and that's how we know that we are moving towards healing. So if you are in healing burnout, please take it seriously, please take it real, please know that you're getting further away from actually healing when you're in this burnout state. Take things off your plate, let go more, love yourself more, accept yourself more, listen to your inner voice more, do things that embody the feeling that you're looking for of love, happiness, fulfillment, health, right? Rest, relaxation, slow your body down, get out of fight or flight. These are all important things to do. So I hope that this video has been helpful. I hope you take it seriously. I hope you listen. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so now and introduce yourself in the comments. Say hi to me. Tell me what videos you're enjoying, what you want more of, what you've had enough of, and connect with me. And again, if you haven't subscribed or liked this video, please do so, and I will see you in the next one.